We don't know how to do a cold open because
No.
You decided let's take a month vacation. And
I decided let's take a month vacation.
yeah, you're like, listen, I'm doing, liberal tears, soy face, soy jack. couldn't handle the big boys getting in office. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kidding. It was me. I had a mental health crisis.
The motion picture you're about to see does not concern itself with the social or civil rights of American citizens or with the economic or social problems of American cities. It was produced to warn citizens of the nature of a revolutionary force affiliating itself openly with aims of international communism, and now active throughout our nation in a planned offensive to destroy the American system and seize control of the United States.
It's fine. We're back.
We're
back, Rachel.
Yeah,
Truly
we're
Orwellian.
back.
What episode is this? Nobody knows.
It's the comeback episode. That's all that matters.
It's the comeback
Phase
episode.
up.
Yeah. Phase up, brother. Phase actually may have swayed the election. I think that was what we figured out.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I guess just to get it out of the way first, the big news that has happened since last time is, yes, I got new glasses. And I'm not sure how to feel about it because
I like the new
to-
glasses.
I still have the old ones over there. I think you can see them. I wear them to bed now. I got these glasses because my prescription was a little outdated. And I was like, let me try something new. And I posted on my Instagram story after I got them. It was like, it's kind of like an office siren. That's the kind of vibe I'm going for. Except I don't pull it off that way. I look like an HR violation. I look like I would get reported to HR as soon as I step in the office.
You do not look like that. You don't. You look like, ooh, 70s. Ooh, fun.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right,
Yep.
I'll take it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. You got news?
I'm trying to just survive finals right now, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, yeah.
We're recording December 13th, and this episode will go live December 13th. Surely I'll edit it in time before midnight, and it'll be fine. And it's like we're back on track because we uploaded this on Friday. Yeah, it's final season.
Yup.
I was gonna say I'm basically done with finals. I have not done any of them actually.
I ran into you yesterday with Peter, and you were like,
yeah.
oh, I have to turn in a final. Whatever. And you walked
Yeah.
away. I was like,
No.
what?
Listen, if my mother's listening to this episode, I'm up to date. I'm turned in. It's fine. I'm doing well. It's perfect. Yeah, we did run into each other. Such a New York moment. Walking down the street in a random location outside Fordham. So in a random location. Yeah, it was wonderful. Finals are tough.
There was some... before I forget, the best news of them all, Garrett, is next semester we will be taking Revolutions together.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo!
Yup.
We are taking a class together. We are back and better than ever in the poli-sci class, ready to fuck up some assignments, cause some drama and some controversy.
It'll be
Yes.
fantastic. I think we started the podcast when we were in classes together. I'm sure.
It was right after.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
we
time.
had... we did the comparative politics class and the civil rights. I always forget about civil rights.
I do
class.
too. I purposely forget about it now because I'm not dealing with that result.
But we had those two classes, and then it was summer. Then we started over the summer.
Very true. Yeah, Revolution should be interesting, especially given the current political climate. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I decided, I was like, after this semester, where I was like clearly not doing well, better than I have been doing, but I was like, I'm sick and tired of traveling back and forth between campuses. I'm a Manhattan boy. I'm not going all the way over there. Although I did meet someone on the Ram van and then fumbled that one. A lot of fumbling over the past month and a couple of days since the last episode. That's basically been on the top of my mind. But yeah, I'm taking all Manhattan campus classes. I got one with you. It'll be great. I'll be up and ready. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I'm at the Bronx 2 times a week.
God damn, bro.
Because they wouldn't. There's the only Latin class available.
You're still taking that shit?
Dog, it's my major.
Is it though? Is it really?
What the fuck do you mean? Is it really? Yes, it is.
Is Latin your major? It's not like.
It's
Latin.
classical languages, but I don't study Greek. I study Latin.
Well, you got to make those sacrifices, I guess.
Oh my god.
Just drop the major.
And do what? Philosophy?
Oh, yeah. Do philosophy. Do philosophy so we can go to that philosophy club that we all want to go to.
Yup. They definitely would not kick me out for saying something controversial.
I feel like the entire thing is based on controversy.
Yeah.
It seems.
I'd say like the politically correct thing. Very lib take.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, get out.
Well, of course. We can't have liberals. That's.
No.
The philosophical society is the dime square of the Bronx, I think.
Oh my god.
And that's why I wanted.
Yup.
But
Sure.
yeah. Any other? What we got classes.
Oh,
That's
yes.
basically it. Yeah.
Yup. Oh, we okay. I'm deciding this right now in real time.
Okay. Exclusive.
Next semester, we are doing a Dime Square episode.
Absolutely. Like on the field. Like field recording. We'll bring the equipment.
Yup.
I'll get a mixer. It'll be great. But
Slay. We won't get permission. We'll just do it.
no, I think I watched a podcast that was filmed in like a Dime Square. I think in Clandos actually.
Oh,
like
yo.
Christina's. Yeah.
We're going to Clandos.
Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day because like we're done with classes essentially. Like it's we just, if you have in-person finals, you go, a week from now or whatever. But it was like a random Wednesday or something and I was like,
yeah.
What if I just pull off the Clandos at 11 a.m. And I decided against it because it was cold.
Yeah, that's more of a springtime activity. And that's also a springtime activity when you text Rachel, me, and you say,
true.
do you want to do this? And I will say yes, and then we go.
That is fair. However, I did sit at a bar alone for like 20 minutes as I was waiting for other people. And I was like, you know what? I kind of enjoy this. Are you
talking about the other day?
Yeah, a while ago. I was like, listen, I'm gonna show up early because I took the train. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be early. I smoked a cigarette outside. Can't be a Truly Orwellian episode without talking about smoking cigarettes. We're back, baby. High energy
We're back.
here. And I smoked a cigarette, and then I went inside, and I sat at the bar, and I finally ordered my physical credit card like a week ago, and I was like, surely it'll be there by then, and it wasn't. So I have to go up. Yeah.
Side note: every time we go anywhere, specifically going out, Garrett will look at me and he's like, "Do they take Apple Pay?" And it's the way you say it is so funny.
I have to do my due diligence, and I've stopped asking you and go directly to the source by calling them on their phone number listed on Google Maps. I go, excuse me.
You don't call them.
I do.
Wait.
I have done that for 2 or 3 separate locations.
Oh my
Go, excuse me. Just a quick question. Do you perchance take Apple Pay? They're like, yeah, we do. But yeah, I was at this bar for 20 minutes. And he was like, do you want anything? And I was like, yeah, can I do a rum and Coke? And he was like, okay. And I was like, before you concoct this drink, I have Apple Pay. He was like, sure. And clearly his face just dropped.
He was like, how dare you?
Yeah. I tip well. Kind of. Not really. I tip, which I think is more than most people can say. But yeah, I'll get my physical credit card and we'll go to Clandos and it'll be a joyous occasion.
It will.
Yeah. But
Slay.
it'll be sick. Anything else? Is there personal I mean, we'll weave it throughout this episode. If you can't already tell to the listeners, this is a no talking point. This is a back to basics. Even though I don't think we've ever done an episode without topic doc. Back to basics, how we've always done, no topic doc.
It's like our normal hangouts. We don't plan it out. We don't plan what we say bullet point by bullet.
Exactly. And I was like, rather than hanging out, off mic, I was like, let's monetize this. And by monetize it, I mean lose money. So I don't even know how we still have access to this service, because they've been sending me emails being like, hey, your credit card declined. Because like I used a different credit card and then it changed. So I guess they just kind of gave up, and they're like, they produce such great content. We're going to allow them access to this wonderful podcast. So,
especially after the month hiatus, like.
Oh yeah. They're coming back with such a banger episode. We have to let them get away with not paying the $15 per month.
This is going to make it bigger than Kill Tony.
Of course. Oh, shout out Kill Tony.
Shout out.
That's one of the things I've been doing, actually, is, besides...
Oh my God, is he... Oh my God.
Besides smoking cigarettes...
Oh my
God. Just alone, I smoke cigarettes out on my stoop, and my neighbors, I've realized, have started watching Kill Tony from their third-story apartment, and they keep the windows open, and I'm like, listen, if you're going to watch it, let me watch too. So I've just been kind of peering into their balcony.
For the audio listeners, how many packs of cigarettes was that?
Well, this is not all of them. This is just the ones that I have here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the desk.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I think 2 more in pockets somewhere. What really pissed me off the other day is whenever we saw each other, I was like, because I was, going to an elite secret gathering of watching a 60s film, which is a wonderful picture. I was like, I showed up a bit early because I was like, I'll smoke outside. And what I've been doing is I used to have I still have it, and I might grab it. This is a visual gag podcast.
He said, screw the audio listeners.
Oh, no, I'm pro audio listeners. And this might not even, it'll get uploaded to YouTube, but it'll be later. This is full of cigarette butts.
The coconut water bottle.
Oh, fuck. It's spilled all over. That's how full it is. And it's dense.
Wait, hold on. Okay, for the Instagram.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
of course.
all about... That's a crazy image.
It reeks of tobacco in here now. Because it's just spilled all over the microphone.
Oh, my gosh.
So this is full. So what I've been doing, it's a riveting story, is I'll take 2 packs of cigarettes, one that I'm currently smoking and one that's empty. And when I'm done with the one I'm smoking, I'll put it in the empty one, as to not litter. But when I went out after I saw you, I reached for my cigarettes and I realized I brought the empty one. So I was so pissed off. That was like the most angry I've been, is I just had a packet of butts of cigarettes. So I had to run to a convenience store because, of course, and yeah, it was a tragedy. But
wow.
Yeah. So everyone should start smoking. Is basically what.
Yeah.
If you plan out your outings based on what cigarettes you're carrying, the logistics of it. If you show up early so you can start smoking, if you leave late so you can start smoking, that's the sign of a healthy attitude to have, where everything revolves around cigarettes.
Yes.
So start smoking.
Precisely.
And you will feel so much better.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But that was basically it.
I can't even make a joke about that one. Like.
No, it's gotten so bad. It's this, it dawned on me. Have you been seeing those tweets where it's the screenshots from like college discussion posts, and it's like, instead of saying dawned on, like DAWNED space on, they spell it DONDON. It dawned on me.
I have not seen that.
They're incredible posts. And so it dawned on me that I've smoked more after this terrible election where our girl boss Kamala lost. Who could have seen it coming? Who could have seen it coming?
Oh, definitely not us.
Not us. Don't go
So-
back and listen to that episode.
Garrett and I were doing homework the other day, and we were talking about, okay, we need to do the podcast again. Let's get going. Surely it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Garrett goes, our last episode cannot be us saying that it's going to be Kamala and then turning off the mic.
I mean, that's an incredible bit, for
It's very
for
funny.
future generations who are doing research projects and scramble across or stumble upon our podcast, and it's like last episode, bonus episode, show me your polls. Kamala Harris is definitely. I feel it in my bones. Kamala
Yeah.
Harris is gonna win.
And then no episodes after.
No episodes after. So we didn't change history with that podcast.
No.
We were being fictional. And yeah, Donald Trump did win. I think I've counted the votes individually. I can say now, which is why we've waited so long to do the next episode, so I can verify it.
Yes.
He has won, fair and square.
Garrett was there saying, "Stop the steal, let me count it myself."
Of course, yeah. And I was stopping the steal in Kamala's direction because I'm in the pro-Trump category. But yeah, I think, I don't have any groundbreaking takes, and that's one of the reasons where it was like so difficult to start this up again was because we were in a groove for a while where it's like, okay, we're doing the news, we're it's current events, we're talking about the election, it's exciting, it's all this, and then our main girl Kamala Harris lost. This is a liberal podcast, and we were extremely disappointed. So
We are so lived up.
we are so lived up Adderall Andy, that it was like, well, where do we go from here, basically? And I think I can say with confidence is that the Democratic Party was not pro-Israel enough. They dropped the ball on it. And
That's definitely the right take. That is 100% the way to look at it.
I think we can all agree, regardless of where we stand on the political spectrum, they didn't go full Israel.
When you
And
said
that's
that,
why
I
they
just,
lost.
I suddenly felt my age. I was like, how someone in their 40s is like, oh, youthful, and then they feel it. They're like, oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
old. I just had that. You
What?
were saying
What?
that.
What do you mean? You felt how? This is
Oh,
exactly.
I feel so old. Why would
Listen, it's almost your birthday. Happy birthday. It's
Woo.
gonna be fine. Yeah, it's not a great feeling, I don't think. Do you remember the election night? Do you remember anything
The
the past month?
Of the past month? Ha, no.
Yeah.
Of the election night, I remember making a cocktail with my
Nice.
sweet as we turned on the polls. I had Hassan's broadcast, shout out, friend of the pod,
Friend
on
of
my
the pod.
screen, and then we were watching like what was it? What ABC or something, one of the news places.
ABC, I think, has that hot guy, David Muir.
That's why we were watching it. Is
Thought so.
my sweet mates wanted to see him.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, and then I remember everyone was getting really, really upset, and I was sitting there going like, okay, this is not healthy. It is what it is. What it is. Like, protect your peace.
Right.
Let's turn off the TV. Let's go get some snacks, and then we'll focus on it tomorrow because right now staying up panicking is not good for your mental health.
Absolutely. I agree with that. And I went to bed at 11 p.m. because I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Because, I remember, because we recorded that episode 7 p.m. or something. And
Yeah.
then we got fries afterwards. I went
Oh, yeah.
or went down to campus and we got fries. And I remember we saw a mutual, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm going, I can say this because I'm not doxing. She's like, I'm going out for a drink with my mom, just to get away from this craziness. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I said, don't worry, nothing bad will happen. It's fine.
Which is exactly the attitude in 2016, I think, that people had.
Listen, I was a Hillary bro back then. I was a Kamala bro this time around. So yes, I had this utter confidence. I was like, go out to drink with your mom and turn off the TV. Literally, it's gonna be a blowout. It wasn't gonna be a blowout, but she'll win surely.
Right.
And then I don't think I've seen that person since then. So it's just kind of if that's the last time I see that person, it's incredible. That being the last conversation.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
No, I just remember Biden, right, in 2020, sitting in front of my computer, watching the numbers obsessively, and then it was tight, or at least it felt like, oh God, what if Biden doesn't win? But then as the night went on, I was like, okay, he's gonna win, but I'm still stressed about it.
Right.
And then this time I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, console my friends.
For sure. Did that work out?
No.
Yeah.
We ran out of alcohol, which is the problem.
Damn.
But they went and got treats. And then I stress
celebration?
cleaned the apartment. No.
Okay.
No. They bought, like, queso and, like, popcorners to dip in the queso, so I really don't think that's in celebration.
Nah, that's a happy meal. That's not a depression
Yes.
meal. That's
Yes. That's definitely what you buy when you're happy.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to say I've tuned out the news because that's what my mom said after I went home for Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, what have you guys been up to? You know, because I'm a bad son and like don't talk to my parents, and they're like, oh yeah, we've just stopped watching the news, and I'm like, that's the perfect attitude to have.
So
don't
true.
don't pay attention. You have a house, you're fine. Just live there. It'll be
It's
good.
Definitely what Cabaret the Musical is not about at all. 100%.
That's a musical.
Cabaret? Yeah,
Did
it's
we
on
see
Broadway
that?
right now. No.
Oh,
It's like about this club or like cabaret, this like bar
uh-huh.
in the 1930s during World War II,
Ooh,
when
okay.
there's lots of different ways to end the show, but the point is like this is what happens when you don't like don't address a problem or you ignore like social and political issues, is that
Mhm.
the Holocaust starts, which is what yeah.
Yeah. So, you're saying my mother is the architect of the
No,
new
no,
Holocaust?
I wasn't saying that. I'm sorry.
No. Mom, you heard it here first.
No.
Turn
No.
off Hallmark.
Oh, no.
Full on docs there.
Oh, shit.
Mrs. Mom, turn off Hallmark TV. This is
Garrett's
terrible.
Mom, please don't listen to me. I'm sorry.
I'm
Holy
just
shit.
I'm going back to brunch, okay? It's fine. I've given up. It's really depressing, honestly. I feel
Yes.
there's no movement happening.
No.
So, we tried to join a political movement at Fordham. That didn't go anywhere.
Oh my
I
gosh,
found the
no.
people annoying. So,
No, they were like,
I'm not doing
let's
this.
sell Plan B, or let's hand out Plan B outside of the school. Which, like,
Yeah.
sure, but also, like, how about we do something, like, real?
No, that's fine. Nah, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Surely. I don't care. I'm gonna make fun of them for that.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I like to shit on all of my peers, regardless if we're anywhere near the same on the political spectrum. I think I'm better than everyone, so why would I not?
Garrett's a Leo,
just hate on
guys.
people? I am a Leo. It's basically my birthday. I feel like my birthday is closer than yours, so we'll celebrate my
So
birthday.
true. This week we'll go celebrate Garrett's birthday again.
Yeah.
We'll sing happy birthday to
It'll
him
be
in the bar,
fun.
and he will not like it.
No, it'll be good. It'll be fantastic. I had a wonderful birthday. We're doing a part 2 on December 18th. Is my birthday. Mark your calendars.
Yup, that's Garrett's birthday.
Yeah, but I don't know. Election happened. Then, here's one specific, not really, political story. Was, the appointments that Trump was making.
Oh my God.
Incredibly funny. If I do say so myself. Matt Gaetz, man, he quit Congress over that, and then he dropped out of the confirmation. He's unemployed now. Masterful gambit, sir. I love it.
I remember seeing that going, that can't be real. No, that's too horrible to be real. And
Yeah.
then it was real. And then I went, oh, you actually appointed Elon Musk
Oh,
to a
Elon.
fake branch of government.
I am gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it, because I'm not gonna Fed post on here. But yeah, today I was on Twitter, because I hate myself, and I was on the Discover page or whatever, and the first tweet I see is Elon Musk. So I'm like, no, and I refresh, and then it was another Elon Musk, and then another Elon Musk. I don't follow Elon Musk. He keeps promoting his shit, and his posts are terrible. This is the main gripe I have with him, is his posts. I love his politics. It's his posting.
He posts too much.
Yeah, and they're bad posts. He quote retweets some random Nazi adjacent person, and he's like, interesting, absolutely, concerning. Put some spice on it. Do something. Be entertaining. I hate this man so much. Yeah, but Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, like the meme coin. That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
I've also been watching. I don't know why I'm admitting this, but she's been in my feed. My YouTube feed is Donald Trump's granddaughter. She's like a vlogger now. And
a blonde?
She is blonde and a video blogger. She plays golf, and she was doing like election night, vlog night. And she's like posted up with Elon Musk, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're a big family now." Oh, here's one thing, is there was a story. This is a couple weeks old at this point, where like people were noticing that Elon Musk was hanging out with like Trump's entire family all the time over his own family, and he responds and he's like, "I'm the first buddy in chief," and it's like, give it 3 months, and Donald Trump will immediately kick you out. It's gonna be fantastic. I can't wait for that day.
He's great. We had a minor disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking too much to my granddaughter.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. She's like 15, 16. The conservative male audience is like, this is the perfect. This is the woman who will lead a new cultural revolution in America, and it's like, she is 16, dog. That's cool your jets a little. This is not it.
Oh, I thought she was like older. I was envisioning his like daughter. Oh God.
No.
No.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then like Barron Trump now, who we'll still have on the pod, by the way.
Yep.
It's like people are thinking he's like, they're trying to create like a new royal family for America, and they're like, Barron Trump is the next goddess, or what? Because that's the term for royal families. And
So
it's
true.
like, we haven't heard him speak, so it's great.
I keep seeing tweets about him, or I get like the notifications,
Mm-hmm.
and one was like, reports are saying he's smarter than Trump, and I was like, probably, not a hard bar. And the other one was the report saying he's asking for people's Discord usernames so that he can make friends. And I was like, why are we reporting about that? Just let him
be. Let him
make his friends.
Yeah. And I'll give him my Discord username. That didn't have to be reported. He could have done that privately.
To ask.
Yeah.
He could have just like DM'd Truly Orwellian.
Of course. No, listen. We separate art from the artist. We separate politicians and their children. I think he's a sweet kid. I actually did see a video of him speaking recently, and he was very pleasant to Dana White of the UFC. I think that's the organization. He's like, good to meet you. Very nice to meet you. He's tall as hell. He doesn't ball, but he should. And he has good manners. So shout out Barron Trump, I think, is our conclusion there.
In the ground.
No. Have you seen some of these young kids now? Like even, freshmen in college.
Oh, yeah.
They're crazy.
I get so pissed off when I'm in the elevator, and I'll dox myself a little bit. I live on the 15th floor. Whoa, crazy.
Okay. Nice.
Wow. And these bitches are pressing 3 or 2. Take the damn stairs. I walk the 15 flights sometimes because the line is too long to get on the elevator in a reasonable manner. Mm-hmm. So I walk. If I can walk 15 flights, you can walk 2.
Nah. I didn't assume that was going to be a problem because, like, y'all have a bunch of elevators.
It is a problem.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's so annoying. I'll be in a group, like a big elevator, and there'll be, like, someone pressing 7, which is, like, but, like, sure, fine, whatever, acceptable. Someone pressing 20, me pressing 15, someone pressing 2, and then someone pressing 4. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. Walk!
Yeah, because you have to have staircases for fire. Just use the staircases. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I would go up. I would walk 16 floors when I lived in the other dorm, because I'm like, I'm not doing this. Because we had 2 elevators, and half the time, one of them was broken. But what also pisses me off, it's young people, and then I guess I should give them a pass, but older people as well in the classroom building, they will press 2, and I'm like, it is quicker to take the staircase.
Yeah.
Stop doing this. And I'm like, I have class in 2 minutes. If y'all don't get
hustle.
off this elevator, like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't hustle, but
I give grace for that for like older people, or like
yeah,
I'm just like, it's okay. Like, I'm a little pissed, but not at you, at the circumstance. If you are a freshman, no, you take the fucking stairs.
I'm telling you, we need.
I think I said that to somebody. I think I like.
That's good.
They got off the elevator and I was like, take the stairs, and the doors closed, and I was like,
That's good.
baller moment.
I've also when I took the Ram van, I think I told you this in person, but in terms of space allocation or whatever, it's like difficult. So we're talking about elevators and the space and the timing or whatever. You need to be efficient in how you board and what time you get there and everything. And the van is like in between campuses, and I have like time sensitive needs. So for a while, I started reserving a second seat for a guest, who was not a real guest. And I was like, I need a name to put down. So I would put down Alan Dershowitz, Jeffrey Epstein's former lawyer and Harvard professor emeritus, just 'cause. And it was wonderful, and it actually saved me some seats. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, you're having a party at that.
Can you hear the I was about to ask if you could hear the background noise.
No, it's great. I love that you're recording a podcast instead of that. Fuck the socialness of this, okay? This is Truly Orwellian. You can have your party later, Rachel. You can have it later, okay?
Garrett's actually holding me at gunpoint. I'm not allowed to go party until this episode's done.
We're going long. We're going 2 hours on this. But yeah, and then also about old people, what I started doing was like asking. Listen, segue. Is I started sitting in the front, like asking, hey, can I sit up front? Because I'm so tall and I need the leg space and everything. I'm very tall, and it's funny because I'll sometimes get there early, and then like an older person or like a professor will like want to sit up front, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I got here first. That's not happening. I don't care. Get here earlier.
Back.
Yeah, literally. There have been too many times where I'm squeezed, Bella Hadiding, to the best of my abilities, in the last possible seat, and I'm like, this is a hazard. I'm not buckled. I can't fit. Nobody can fit. Bella Hadid couldn't fit. I'm sorry. And it's terrible. So yeah, I've done many tactics. I've done the Dershowitz tactic, which is patent pending, and I've done the sitting up front tactic. So it's wonderful.
Wouldn't the Dershowitz tactic get you like banned from the van?
I strategically timed it out. I only started doing it with like 2 or 3 weeks to spare, and you need 5 no-shows in 2 weeks to get kicked out, which I have gotten kicked out before. But I spaced it out. So I had like 4 no-shows, and then I didn't have to take the van anymore. So I'm like, well. You get a grace period of 5.
Does that restart next semester?
Yeah, it's like rolling. So it's like 2 weeks, and then 1 week, and then.
Okay. I see.
So it's fine. Yeah, just start reserving random guest spots if you don't take it often. Reserve 5 guest spots and
reserve the entire van.
Basically, grab 3 friends because there's 15 spots, and each reserve 5, and it'll be fine. You can have a party. But that was basically it. There's another big news story. I don't know if you wanted to cover it, where someone got knocked out, you could say, over here on our home turf,
and our
of New York City. I think a couple blocks north, east of Fordham. Brian Thompson, may his soul rest in peace. Because
is that the CEO?
That is the CEO.
Okay, I didn't know his name. I just knew him as the CEO.
Yeah.
I didn't really give a fuck.
I don't support murder, But what I will claim is that the guy they got, Luigi Mangione, is not the guy. I've done the research. It's not him. I don't think it's him.
I've seen the 7,000 posts giving him an alibi.
Mm-hmm.
With the AI pictures, it's not him.
Oh, yeah, where it's like... I loved hanging out with my friend Luigi Mangione on December whatever from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's like, I believe those.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Yeah.
were in all these different places at once, man. Teach me how to do that.
Of course. He's time efficient. And, yeah, they got the wrong guy. But I'm pissed off because the McDonald's worker snitched. And, yeah. And, first of all, Luigi... McDonald's is on the boycott, divestment, sanction. What are you doing? You can't go to McDonald's, Luigi. It's on the BDS list, okay? What are you doing? I think he also went to Starbucks, if he, allegedly, which I'll admit, I sometimes have a gift card, and I will go to Starbucks, but I'm not paying, I'm not doing it out of my own pocket. I have a gift card. But Luigi, if he killed the CEO, you shouldn't have gone to Starbucks, because that's what's more important is the BDS list. And yeah, he's being held in Pennsylvania, I believe. It's terrible.
This is related trust, but
Of course.
for Thanksgiving, Peter and I went to his family's place in Pennsylvania.
Luigi's?
No, Peter's family.
Ah.
Imagine, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But we took Amtrak and then Greyhound. And Peter the other day goes, Rachel, oh my gosh, we were on the, like, Luigi took the same Greyhound bus route as us. And I was like, the fuck?
Well,
Slay.
yeah.
He took
That's
the same
cool.
Greyhound bus route as us.
That's...
Yup.
You always have to find these connections with people you respect
Yes.
and look up to.
Now to the topic at hand.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really funny that everyone cares so much about this and not how many people dead in Palestine.
Yes, that is true. That discussion has kind of fallen off the mainstream news.
It's like Ukraine. Like, we've forgotten about Ukraine.
That one's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think everyone was looking for a rallying point. It was post-election. It's like there's an ongoing genocide. You feel powerless, and then all of a sudden, someone's shaking and moving things up by killing a CEO, and it's like, oh, let's rally behind this.
Let's put in all this effort to make sure that the guy who killed a ton of people is avenged.
He didn't kill a ton of people.
He was a CEO of a health insurance company.
Oh.
Yeah. Not Luigi.
Yeah,
no,
him.
Luigi's chilling. I don't remember fucking, like, what's his name? It's like Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Brian? Yeah. Like Family Guy.
Of course.
Yep. I've been watching a lot of Family Guy. That's how you know things are bad.
Nah, it's great. I've been watching the clips on TikTok. I'm like, this is my life now.
What was that thing you posted? You posted like a 27-part thing on TikTok. And digression, because I never got to ask you, but what was that?
That, I have been off my medication and was like, let me fuck around. There's a thing, it's, you know, like the brain rot TikToks where it's like, there's like 5 videos going on at once, and, you know, there's Family Guy in the corner, there's like a podcast, there's all this. There's, you know, a scholar, Michael Parenti, who is still alive, and he had like this an hour-long talk about, I forget what it was about, that's how much I absorb information. It was about, you know, capitalism and I think imperialism as well. So I'm like, okay, let me take this talk and use my editing skills and break it up into like 2-minute sections and add a bunch of like Family Guy and fucking, I think I put
Subway
like the Yard.
Surfers.
Subway Surfers.
You did have the Yard.
I did have the Yard podcast with Ludwig.
Shout out, friends of the pod.
Friends of the pod.
Shortly,
Slime and Aiden, Nick.
Yup.
The whole crew were friends. So I was like, let me do this. And I did it. So I posted an hour's long worth of TikToks because I was like, it's 1 a.m.
You
Why
got
not?
some hate comments on those. If
Oh, I
remember
did,
correctly. Yeah, I thought it was. I was giggling a little bit.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck is this? Fucking brain rot out the wazoo. I'm like, yeah, man.
That's the point.
Oh, and then there was one guy who was like, because the clip Michael Parenti was talking about, like, the Communist Manifesto. And
yeah.
I guess he only watched that one part, and he's like, what the fuck is this? Like, listening to someone talk about a book? Just read the fucking book yourself. And I'm like, guy who has never heard of a lecture before. You talk about things. That is one of the things that you can talk about are books and manifestos. So yeah, shout out. But yeah, Luigi. Anyway,
Luigi, back to that.
Yeah, just real quick.
Go ahead.
One of the funniest things was Eric Adams, like a couple days after, or like maybe like 48 hours after he got shot, Brian Thompson got shot. Eric Adams released this thing where it was like, we have the name of the suspect. We just don't want to release it to cause, to give him the upper hand. That turned out to be a lie. They didn't have the name of the suspect. They got a tip from someone days later in McDonald's. And I'm like, that's not, you didn't do anything. The NYPD didn't do anything. And then there was also a thing where it was like, the NYPD was like, he entered the Port Authority, but didn't exit. Signaling that he got on some form of transportation and left the city. And it's like, nothing gets past these guys. Holy.
Wow, they really got that one.
Yeah. The astute analysis by the NYPD.
So true.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, free Luigi. So.
Free Luigi. I'm just astounded by their lack of ability to do anything.
They're so bad.
Because, like, Port Authority, oh no, that is the 42nd Street stop.
Yeah.
Is, like, there are a ton of cops there. And you'd think that one of them would maybe know to look out.
Nah, man. Nah.
Nope, I guess not.
I think this was on, maybe this was on, like, Chapo or something. Or no, I think it was on SNL. Where they were, like, being on the lookout for someone who looks like a murderer in Port Authority is actually that, like, widens the scope of the investigation because everyone looks like a murderer in Port Authority traveling on the Greyhound. So it's like, yeah, maybe.
Nobody looks happy to be there. Everyone's a little anxious because it's a Greyhound.
Of course. I don't think I've ever taken the Greyhound. I'll say that.
Didn't really like it. Apparently it's a lot worse than what it was, but
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might go to Pennsylvania one of these days. See a show. Do something.
See a show in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I think
Go touch grass in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of, like, nature stuff.
there is nature. That is one thing about the city. There's not a lot of nature. It's great.
Concrete jungle.
Where CEOs are shot is how the song goes.
Yup. Exactly how it goes.
Oh, today I was on my local news website for the Upper West Side, and I came across a story that was like my precinct. I'll just say it, the 20th precinct, where fucking I think it spans from like 59th Street to 85th Street on the West Side. They're like, there's been a decrease in the number of cops, and all the comments were like, "This is terrible. What happened to the cops who used to roam around?" And then like. Some of the comments responding were like, there are actually a ton of cops. They just sit in their vehicles because it's cold and play on their phones. And I'm like, have you ever walked around late at night? There's a cop on every block sitting in their fucking car, not paying attention. And I'm like, this is fantastic.
Peter and I were walking last night. We're just like, we're chilling. We're walking around. We passed like 3 or 4 cop cars on the same block. And one of them, the guy was in the back seat. Like,
oh, yeah.
Not looking on his phone.
Yeah.
It's like, yup, so true.
Why do we have 3 people in a cop car sitting there, not looking out, and also stationed in weird positions? It's like, why are you here? And then they're like, put him in the subway. And it's like, if they're in the subway, they're not even underground where the fucking trains are, where people are getting pushed. They're upstairs. What are you doing?
No, oh my gosh, last year I went to go buy tickets for Who's Tommy, which closed on Broadway a few months ago.
Rest in peace.
And I got there really early and there was no line for Rush, so I was just like, okay, I'll just go sit inside somewhere, like, not raining. And I go to the subway because like it's the only place where there's like there's no sitting, but it's like warm and not raining. And so I walk by. The cops are just like standing in the middle. It was the 42nd Street station, so there's like the upper level where there's
station.
like where there's the upper level where there's like a help desk, and the cops are just like standing in the middle in everyone's way. And I went down the escalators. I didn't go up to pay. I was just like chilling outside. I'm like, there is a lot of distance between you guys and where the drama happens.
Listen, they don't want to go. It's too hot downstairs, okay? It's too hot. They're wearing their uniforms. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have to take off their gloves because then it's a whole deal.
Yeah.
Do you ever go to the 59th Street stop? I guess probably a lot. There's that. What is that, like a police station underground? That random little. What is? I don't see cops in there. I just see it empty, and I'm like, can we take that over? I see cops in there
all the time.
Oh damn!
Like
every time I've been, it's empty.
It's either dead or it's like full.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if it's full, they're not doing their job.
I mean, when are they ever?
Exactly. They are partying it up in there.
Of course.
And then they stop and like when I walk by, they stare. They just like glare at me, and I'm like, what?
Classic fare evader.
Listen. Trust, I don't hop the subway anymore. They made it too tall for me.
That's true. They switch things up a bit.
Yeah.
It's too difficult.
It was so annoying because I got there and I was like, I don't want to pay. And then I looked and I went, why is it tall? You did not used to be this tall.
Thank God we spent probably tens of millions of dollars raising it a few inches to save maybe $100,000 worth of unpaid fare. That is the smart math that you need to be doing in this city to turn it around.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do. Definitely didn't piss me off.
Yeah,
incredible. I watched some guy the other day. He like pulled the like turnstile back and like stepped over it, but like also like proceeded to hit himself with it.
Oh man!
And then his wife on the other side was just like looking at him like, "What?" And he goes, "I did it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did."
That's perfect. I was I guess maybe a week or two ago, I was on like the a subway station near me, and they have, I get maybe in all of them they do, like the larger door where you if you have like stuff, and I don't think people really recognize that it's there, but like I'll usually always go through it, and you open it, and then the door just swings open, and I saw this woman like struggling with her suitcase to go under the turnstile. I was like, "Man, do you want to like go through here?" And she was like, you know what? Yeah. And then she was like profusely like, "I already paid. Don't worry." And I'm like, "Man, I don't give a shit. Like, just you shouldn't have paid. Actually, I'm holding the door open for you. You should have just walked in."
It's fine.
Yeah.
They're not gonna check your ticket.
Oh yeah.
Show me your Apple Pay history.
I should have. Excuse me, madam. No.
Let me see.
Open up the wallet app on your phone. And scroll through every credit card, including the one you didn't use to pay. I just want to see what you're shopping for. Okay. Yeah, I love it. There's a great camaraderie in this city. When I used to date this girl who lived, rest in peace, who lived like uptown, and listen, I'm not. That's fine. And she lived uptown, and the subway station by her apartment, it also had one of those like door thingies, and like this woman held it open for me once, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she was like, "What's this? Come on." And I like gave a little curtsy, and then I gave her $1 because I was like, "Is that what she wants?" She was like, "What? I'm just gonna hold it open for you for no reason?" I'm like, I kind of figured, yes. So I did a little song and dance for her and gave her $1. Yeah, I love this city. I will never leave except in a couple days when I'm going home. So.
Yo. One of my favorite moments of like, or minor favorite moments when we go out is we were all running to the subway, us like a whole group, and everyone's like speeding to get through the turnstile, and I look at Garrett opening the door, and I was like, "You're so right," and I ran through the door. Nobody
uses the doors.
They're
there for fare evasion. Use the doors, people.
I do if they're open, but like, or if there's no guard. I don't want them. They'll yell at me.
It's crazy.
We
gotta get rid of these guards. So Luigi, perhaps. I'm not. It's a joke. That is a joke in poor taste. Do not. I'll say it. Don't kill people.
It is.
Hot take.
Yup. Exactly. Don't do that. That's bad.
Don't kill anyone. To the FBI who was still throttling my ISP.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not for it. I'm only pro Luigi because I don't think he did it. I think the guy who did it, no, he should be buried under the prison. My God. But free Luigi because he didn't do it.
He took a different Greyhound bus.
He did, and the eyebrows, they're different. He has bushy eyebrows. The guy in the picture, they didn't grow. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you.
Let's put on our tinfoil hats.
Of course. No need.
Conspiracy.
No need. It's not conspiracy. Well, it's a conspiracy that they're doing. I don't believe in conspiracy theories.
No.
I'm well grounded.
Shane Dawson, where you at?
Oh God, Shane. That's for some reason, the last Shane Dawson piece of media I consumed was, I think I've still followed him on Instagram from 2015 or whatever, and it was during the Black Lives Matter stuff, and I'm like, yes, he posted a 3-minute Instagram story. I'm like, we needed this for the movement, to hear his thoughts on it. And he was like, I'm doing a bunch of research and I don't understand, and it was the correct position.
Yeah.
It was the cop clearly it was premeditated murder and everything, but just the way he framed it, I'm like, and the way he spoke about it.
With a history of blackface.
Oh yeah.
And other racism. I'm just like, this is so weird.
We just sit this one out, homie. But shout out Shane. I think he's a father now of twins.
Oh, good God.
Incredible move.
So true.
Yeah. But whatever happened to influencers, man? We got to bring them back.
No, we don't.
Yes,
we need to. Well, we can be influencers.
It's us and the Hawk Tua girl. That's...
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know the Hawk Tua girl?
No.
Bro, you didn't hear about the crypto scheme?
No.
Oh my God. You don't...
No,
okay.
The honest answer is I've been teaching myself about Seventh-day Adventist theology for my fucking final and about Roman law. Bro. So I do not know who this person is.
Okay. You know Hawk Tua. I hate that this is the conversation as the podcast is ending. You know Hawk Tua. The girl who was interviewed on TikTok, and she was like, Hawk Tua spit on that thing. That was her. This is really surprising, actually.
I don't know. I do not know this.
Anyway, she gained widespread popularity for this catchphrase, and then she started her own podcast under Jake Paul's network, and now she has her own cryptocurrency, and it was a rug pull, because of course it was, where she may have made $1 million from it, and then she kind of left, and she was like, all right, I'm done with that. I'll see y'all later. And she has a wonderful voice. I'll put a clip in if I remember.
Well,
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
But
I mean, that's a baller move.
Everyone was hating on her, and I'm like, respect for her, because the meme was 6 months ago at this point, and for her to still maintain some relevancy. I respect, but do your crypto scheme. It's on you at this point if you're investing in crypto like that. So I hope she made $10 million and she doesn't go to jail. But
it's a financial crime. She's not going to jail.
No, of course, and she's the Hawk Tua girl. The judge will dismiss it immediately.
Exactly.
That's Haley Welch, Hawk Tua. She can't go to jail.
No.
We love it though. But yeah, Luigi Mangione, Hawk Tua, Trump, Matt Gaetz. What else has happened? Really not much.
I don't know.
There was a coup in South Korea.
Oh, that.
A failed one.
Yes.
That lasted a couple hours.
It was martial law. And then the Congress was like, we're actually going to vote to overturn this. And so all of us who've been trained in the military are going to fight against your current military and somehow beat them. Yeah. There's the video of the one woman grabbing the gun, just holding it from the officer, on the barrel. He's crazy.
South Korea, they're holding it down. What's going on over there?
And then the guy the next day was like, sorry.
Oh yeah, that was my favorite tweet. Was him saying sorry, and then just a random person like quote retweeting. I was like, it's okay, man, it happens. That's okay.
Yeah, I saw
We forgive you.
That was a good one.
That was good. Yeah. So, a lot of things happening. But I think we've determined that we're back and better than ever. And,
yes, of course we are.
We still got a couple minutes, but all I'm going to say is we're going to be, maybe not next week. Sure, maybe next week. We'll be in person. Shirley will still be here. And it'll be a thing or virtual. Who knows? We'll have an episode.
We will have an episode.
And we're going to be back on track because we've determined that podcasting is the future. And we've gotten on this wave, and we've made massive headways, and we can't give it up now.
No, we can't.
No.
We need to be on people's Spotify Wrapped.
Of course. I forgot that was a thing.
Exactly.
How was your Spotify Wrapped?
Ass.
Yeah, same.
I can't dox myself in that way.
I'll say... You what?
I'm willing to embarrass myself in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
This is not one of them.
Oh, come on. It's fine. It's fine. I'll say, if it's not apparent by everything, the way I look and the things I'm into, Mac DeMarco, the indie musician, was literally top of everything. Because that is the taste of my music. I went to his old studio. It's fine.
In Brooklyn.
Next to the Market Hotel, which we're going to go to, do a field episode there.
Yes.
Which will have great sound quality, and it's wonderful. Oh, I also, I have his number, Mac DeMarco's phone number. I found it, and I have it. And I texted him, Happy Thanksgiving. So.
Are you serious?
I do have his phone number. And it's, like, confirmed his. So, it's very fun. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun. Maybe we'll have him on the pod. So, I'd love
someone who's a super fan, someone who has never heard a song of his in his life.
That's crazy.
Or in their life, yep.
Yeah, which would be a wonderful dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Him, kind of middle of the road, doesn't know what he's doing here. You, who has no clue what's happening. And me, who knows where he lives, who knows when his cat died and when he got his new dog, who knows everything about him. It'll be he'll feel comfortable.
Yes. We'll be asking questions, and I'll be like, so... what's your favorite color? And then you answer. Of course.
I answer yes. Like, actually, according to an NME interview from 2014, he doesn't have
color was dead.
Yes. Yeah, but we're gonna have Mac DeMarco on, and we're gonna have Alan Dershowitz on because I also have his phone number.
Oh my gosh.
I do. Come on.
Okay.
I like collecting these things. I have that.
If my mom is listening, he's kidding.
What do you mean? What? Your mom is a Dershowitz hater? What's wrong with Alan Dershowitz? Miss Rachel's mom. It's Alan Dershowitz. You can't pass up this opportunity.
He's kidding, Mom. It's a bit.
If the opportunity presents itself, you don't have to do the episode. I will interview. It'll be fine. And also okay. Woody Allen.
Oh my gosh. So.
Oh god.
Quick story, and then we will end.
Okay.
The other night we were out. Garrett smoking a cigarette. Some guy comes up and asks him for a cigarette.
I forgot about this.
And like, I don't even. There's so much that happened.
Yeah.
But
we were riffing.
They're riffing, and the guy's like, "Guess my name," and Garrett goes, "Alan." And as soon as he said Alan, I turned to one of our other friends as we're watching this and went, he's going to bring up Woody Allen. And then what do you know? 5 seconds later, Garrett made a Woody Allen joke.
Okay. Not a joke. It was a defense, actually.
Yep.
No. What's funny about that is you thought I was going like Alan, Woody Allen. I was going Alan Alda, the old actor who was in, he starred in this show MASH. He was also in The West Wing in like later seasons. But I had just watched a Woody Allen movie, and he was one of the actors in it. Was Alan Alda. So I still got it back to Woody Allen.
You still kept bringing up Woody Allen in the bar the entire night. I have footage of you. Don't.
For the record. as a joke. For the record, I don't get drunk and talk about the divorce case between him and Mia Farrow and the custody battle that happened and the accusations that were flying from both sides.
I was trying to film like content of just like us for like the Instagram, and it was just like we're dancing, and then Garrett goes, "So Woody Allen," into the camera, and maybe I'll release that video.
Okay.
Maybe I'll release that. This is really. I don't like being filmed. We have a podcast.
Okay, this is an audio-only podcast. If you find
Sure.
the YouTube, no, you don't. It's fine. I don't support Woody Allen. I will interview him. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
It's fine.
Anyway, gang,
Anyways.
this has been the comeback episode of Truly Orwellian.
Woo.
The post-Donald Trump fascist leadership in office. That's another thing. The day after that happened, the class I went to, she was like, make sure to check in on, all of your friends or whatever. And she was like, we might not have elections. This may be the last American election. And I was like, okay, first of all, that's a little crazy as a professor saying that, as a political science professor. But sure, I'll take it. So, yeah, check in on your friends. Make sure you're doing okay. But most importantly, subscribe to Truly Orwellian. That's how you can resist this incoming administration. But yeah, we're back and better than ever, and thanks for listening.
Woo.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.